You are listening to Wrestling is Too Much Fun. My name is AJ, aka The Visionary.
And my name is Chiz, aka the head baddie in charge.
As usual, we're bringing you all the latest news and reviews from the world of wrestling. So let's get into the breaking news.
NJPW superstar and former world champion Kazuchika Okada will be a free agent in 2024.
The Rainmaker is still scheduled to work New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom 18 from the Tokyo Dome on January the 4th, 2024.
AEW, one of the biggest players in the wrestling business, is interested in signing Okada.
Who will he sign with? Will he jump ship to WWE? Will he do more business with AEW? Will he stay put in Japan? Chids, what are you saying?
I think it's time. It's time for him to go. Time for him to spread his wings, fly elsewhere. Apparently he's in TNA. I don't know what he's doing there, but okay. I want to see him spread his wings and go to places that he's never been before.
I don't think it's going to happen. He's not leaving. I think New Japan just needs some news right now because nothing is really going on in New Japan. So obviously, telling people that Okada is potentially a free agent, could potentially be leaving, is something to bring eyes to the company.
If there was one company I think Okada would fit in, I can't lie, it saddens me to say, but probably AEW. In my personal opinion, WWE is not ready for Okada. It would be nice to see, but they're not ready for him. They haven't done well with Shinsuke. They haven't done really well with Asuka or Io, to be fair. And AEW just fits more with Okada and who he is and his wrestling abilities.
The one place that Okada will fit in is the WWE. I think Okada fits the WWE. He's got the charisma, he's got the uniqueness, he's got the talent, he's got everything that's needed. Shinsuke is sitting there because he doesn't have that worthy opponent, and Okada is that worthy opponent. But the thing is with Okada is just not stuck to Shinsuke. He's got so many potential opponents in the WWE, with the highest person being Roman Reigns. And I cannot wait for the Rainmaker to just finish Roman Reigns and carry that championship. It's time for the Rock and Suck Your Mum review.
AJ, what match are we reviewing this week?
This week, we're reviewing Bryan Danielson vs Andrade El Idolo from AEW Collision on December the 9th. This match was part of AEW's Continental Classic tournament. Chids, let's get into it.
My thoughts on the build-up concerning Andrade versus Bryan Danielson. They spoke about it before the match happened. They were talking about how Andrade's faced Bryan before, but Bryan won. And CJ Perry is now his new manager, so he's hitting a different stride now. And I get that. I understand that. But this whole Continental Classic thing, I don't know if I'm a big fan of it. But the match was pretty good. The match was all right.
It's just a standard build-up, innit? It's nothing really something to write home about. I know it's something that they want to make the Continental Classic interesting. Yeah, like I said, nothing to write home about. It's just one of those matches that just happened because of a tournament.
My favourite spots in the match were more so leading towards the finish of the match, but the spinning back elbow from Andrade into the double knees twice onto Bryan Danielson in the turnbuckle. Those moves really showcased how much Andrade wanted to brutalize Bryan Danielson in that match, how much he wanted to damage him, how much he wanted to finish it. He was going full force with those moves.
I don't have a particular favourite spot in the match, but I did like Chidera like the end. For me, it was the running knee strikes to the injured eye socket of Danielson. I like the fact that Andrade was really focusing on that eye socket, and Danielson, with his ability to sell any injury, was selling it. I loved that, and I particularly enjoyed that moment of the match.
I think Andrade deserved to win. It's not everyday Bryan Danielson. Like, Bryan Danielson's a GOAT. He's done it all, but he can't win. He can't win everything, essentially. So Andrade having this win, especially off being the back of not being on TV too much or losing big matches, I feel like he deserved this win.
I thought the result was fine. I thought it was really good for Danielson to give Andrade the win. Again, and not every day Danielson win every match. He's a GOAT in his own name. My worry is that it tends to be a thing where Andrade wins these matches and then veers off into the void of nothingness. These things tend to happen with him. He gets these opportunities, he gets these wins, he gets these developments, and then nothing happens. So I don't want to say anything how I feel until I see that there's progress going on with Andrade.
So AJ, Andrade versus Bryan Danielson, Continental Classic. Does it rock or suck?
Overall, the Bryan Danielson versus Andrade Continental Classic match was okay. It had everything a wrestling fan, big word on wrestling fan, could ask for. It was technical, it was high flying, it was hard hitting, and it did have a good narrative. Both Danielson and Andrade proved why they're considered among the best in the business. They delivered a match that will probably be remembered, I wouldn't say for years to come, but for quite a while. It would be unfair to say that it sucks because I just didn't find it entertaining, but yeah, it rocked. Thank you for listening to Wrestling is Too Much Fun. Please remember, the world of wrestling is huge. So no matter what floats your boat, there's something for you. Like I always say, wrestling is too much fun to argue about. Wrestling is Too Much Fun is hosted by yours truly, Angela Johnson, aka AJ the Visionary.
And me, Chits, aka the head baddie in charge. Follow Wrestling is Too Much Fun on social media at official WITMF.
Produced by Unedited and Breaking Atoms.